If you're searching for the best AI portrait generator and you want to try cutting-edge models online, I will introduce you a free tool to transform your text prompts into stunning photorealistic images. To use this tool, go to Google and search for Shaker AI. This is the Shaker AI interface, as you see, and there are different models available here in different categories. For example, realistic models, anime and gaming models, and architecture and space designs. Also, there is inspiration tab available here that you could access to different models and images generated with other creators. And since I want to focus on portrait and fashion photography, I want to choose this image. You could access to this image info, for example, the prompt or negative prompt, and you could copy negative prompt using this button here. And the best part is you could send this image with this configuration to the Shaker AI online generator and recreate this. After clicking on send to generator, Shaker AI will open a message box like this. Just click on send it to generator. And sometimes negative prompt does not copy it with image. So my recommendation is copy it from the previous step and paste it here. And now we have all configurations to generate this image, and this generation will cost us 15 credits. Let's just generate this with these default settings. And in just one click, I end with this amazing result. And as you see, we cloned the previous generated image in the simplest way that is possible. This is the previous generated image. Let's zoom out to have it in our screen. And you could download generated images using this button here. Now let's dive into the Shaker AI available models. Shaker AI includes a vast number of basic checkpoint and trained LoRa models. And we already discussed about how to use categories and filters to use different models. For example, exclusive Stable Diffusion 3 models, or just free Stable Diffusion XL models. Also, you could search for your desired vision. For example, I want to search for dragon trained models. And for now, I want to try my favorite Balenciaga dress model. You could download this model and try it with Comfy UI or Automatic 1111, or just run this model and try it online for free. And as you see, this model is suitable for realistic fashion and makeup, girl, and element boost. This is a LoRa trained model that uses Stable Diffusion XL as a base model with black dress trigger word. And these are recommended parameters like recommended checkpoint and upscaler model. And you have access to this model example images using this beautiful slider. And if you scroll down a little bit, you have access to these images here as well. Okay, let's just run this model. As you see, we have successfully run this model that uses Zavi Chroma XL checkpoint model with Balenciaga dress LoRa model. I prepare a prompt for this example. Let's paste it here. As you see, I use the trigger word for this model, LoRa green dress. Let's just change it to red. If you want to try different models, you could use these default aspect ratios with smaller size for faster results that uses lower tokens, or you could choose the custom size. I want to try this model with the maximum available size, that is 2048 for Shaker AI models. And as you see, after increasing the size, we need more tokens to generate this image. And I want to choose 2 as number of image variations. And there are another advanced options like sampler method, seed number, and negative prompt. Adding negative prompt is one of the important steps when you're working with Stable Diffusion models. And without a proper negative prompt, you may end with extra fingers, deformed bodies, cloned face, and many other art effects. After struggling and creating hundreds of images, I reach to an optimal negative prompt that I want to share with you. Just check description below and copy this negative prompt so we could continue here. This is my optimal negative prompt. I want to paste it here. And these options available for Stable Diffusion 1.5. Also, for better results, I recommend to use high-res fix and face and hand fix. Okay, let's just generate this. And I end with this mesmerizing results. Then I change the trigger word to the green dress, black dress, And finally, yellow dress, image sharing and image generation options. If you like one of your generated images, always you could create variations of this image using this button, and you have access to the prompt. You could match the model and you could use this image as a reference for your next generation, and you could remove this reference image and add your custom reference image using this button here, and you could use generation info and send it to the generator to match this image settings, including the base model, use the LoRa model and other configurations. Also, you could share this image link with all configuration with your friends or publish it to the Shaker AI community. Now let's find out how to add custom LoRa models to add even more flair to the final results. You could access to the Shaker AI tutorials. Here, for example, there are checkpoint models that include the base AI model needed for AI image generation. And you could add the related LoRa models to these checkpoints. To examining available LoRa models, I prepare a prompt for generating animation. I want to paste it here. It's about Aquavishino stands in the center. And because Zavichrome XL is in base checkpoint model, I want to use this model to create my Japanese anime. Also, if you click on this model icon here, you could access to other LoRa models. For example, the Shaker AI, photographic, anime, and 3D. I'm pretty happy with this image quality, so I will send it with the exact setting to generator. Now let's remove Fashionizer model and replace it with a suitable anime LoRa model. After clicking on this plus button for adding custom LoRa models, you will access to the recommended model for Stable Diffusion XL. Also, you could filter these LoRa models using top models for Stable Diffusion XL to match to the Zavichrome base model. For example, this is a Japanese girl LoRa model that's available for premium members only, and I want to search for Japanese anime. This Japanese anime LoRa model is suitable for our purpose. Also, you can add these LoRa models to your favorites. That's accessible here. Let's select this LoRa model. I want to use the default setting and generate this image. And I end with this stunning result. Then I remove the LoRa model and repeat the same prompt. And if you look to these results side by side, in the left side, we have the same prompt with no LoRa models. And in the right side, we have the improved image with Japanese anime LoRa model. Also, I try to add CG Dreamy Cute Pets second LoRa model to the previous prompt, and I end with this amazing result. Now let's find out about editing tools like Upscaler, InPaint, OutPaint, Remove Background, and etc. To access to the Shaker's AI editing tools, just click on the image to highlight it. Now you have access to the editing tools for this image. And for example, let's try Shaker's AI Upscaler. This is Shaker AI's upscaler interface, and you could upscale your images from 1x up to 4x. For this example, I want to try 2x upscaling with 0.5 details. And this upscaling costs us 65 credits. Let's just click on upscale. And after a while, our upscaled image is ready. As you see, this tool added lots of detail to the trees, to the leaves, and to the model clothes. Also, you could download the upscaled image using this button here, or just send it to the canvas. Now let's select this image and try to remove the background. As you see, this tool successfully removed the background and separate the main character from the image. Now let's try crop tool for this image, and let's crop these extra parts of this image. Just select the area and press enter to crop the image. And we have cropped this image easily, so you don't need additional tools to edit your images. Also, I want to try OutPaint for this image. Let's set our new target dimensions for this image. Because we are using Stable Diffusion 1.5, these features available now, and I want to check anime and manga setting, and let's click on OutPaint. And as you see, we have using AI to expand this image. This is before and this is after. Okay, now let's try the remover tool. Just use marquee tool or lasso tool to highlight the extra parts and click on remove. And as you see, we have successfully removed the extra parts. And lastly, let's try InPaint option. After clicking on InPaint button, this tool analyzes image and separates it into the small selectable components. And for this example, I want to highlight this anime girl hairs. Now let's change the hair colors to the pink. So I add pink hair colors text in the prompt box. Now let's select image type, and for this example, it's anime image, and click on InPaint. And this tool did a great job to change this girl's hair colors to the pink as I prompt. This is before and this is after. Now let me introduce you some of my favorite models. If you need a model for product photography, you could use MMK Scene Photography model that uses Stable Diffusion 1.5. And if you need a model for architecture and design, I recommend Chin Architecture model that uses Stable Diffusion 1.5. This normal photo that uses Stable Diffusion XL checkpoint model grabbed my attention. And if you're interested on anime and fantasy, I recommend King Art that uses Stable Diffusion XL checkpoint model. If you're interested to create anime art, you could try Haim Style hair model that uses LoRa trained Stable Diffusion 3 model. And if you look for something new, you could try this fluffy font that uses Stable Diffusion 3 model. And the best part is you are not limited to just Stable Diffusion 3 models, and you could try this Water Pony and YSEMReal Pony checkpoint models. Also, don't forget to try other available models like these amazing models that uses colors based model. Okay, let's check out membership and find out about free plan. As you see in the free plan, you have access to 200 fast tokens per day. And if you want to have access to the premium models, and if you want to use generated images commercially, the premium membership starts from $10 per month. Please check description below for these tutorials, used models, and shared configs that enable you to regenerate these images. And please let me know about your experiences with different models and styles in description below. And thanks for supporting channel with your likes, comments, and of course subscribing channel. And please share this video link with your friends to join us in one-click tutorials AI adventure.